Ready. Let me get that. Go live. 9:31. Wow, we picked up some people. Yeah. Let's make this happen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Now is the time. Now is the time. Here we go. All right, here we go. Pitch it, spacebar. Let's get it after it. Let's see. Load game. Survival gem. 81, almost 82 hours. Whoa, wow. Okay, we got to change glasses here. Yo, Milton. Oh my goodness, thank you for the likes. Oh my goodness, I'm pretty good. I'm a little disappointed though. I have to be honest. I'm a little disappointed. T-Mont, Safirio. I got a response back from my editor today, and I was kind of sad. My my edits weren't as good as, or my updates and stuff weren't quite where I was hoping he would say they were, and that they would be good. And so I got like extra rewrites I gotta go do, and some new. I had a bunch of questions for him, so I spent an hour and a half going through that today, and had to send them back to him. So I gotta wait until he responds before I can get started. But
good stuff.
Damn it, I was really hoping it'd be, they'd come back as really good edits, and because man, I was kind of disappointed. I really put some serious thought into that whole rewrite, and really thought it was getting close, man, so I could move on to the edits and stuff for chapter 3, chapter 4. So I'm trying not to be, well, it wasn't that they weren't good. It just, they weren't in that spot where it's like, yeah, okay, for now we're, because we're trying to work each chapter to where you get to the 90% mark. It's not perfect, but it's 90% done. We just got to go back and do the polish, right? So every chapter is trying to get to the 90% mark. And we got, the prologue in chapter 1 hit the 90% mark. I did the rough draft of 2, 3, and 4 and sent all those out. And he sent me back 2, and so then I had to start doing the edits on 2, but then it turned out that it almost turned into a complete rewrite. Safirio, member level 13. Damn, dude, get it. So it wasn't that they weren't good. They just weren't, it wasn't quite where we're going for. So the first thing you have to understand though is this is a really complex, it's a very complex book and series that I'm writing. It's not anything that's easy. There's political intrigue, and we're not talking about just a planet or just a solar system. We're talking about a whole new galaxy, like complete new galaxy. And so there really is an absolute ton of content and stuff, things that have to just be completed 100% from scratch, like the design, the clothes people wear, the accents they use, the creatures, because this is quite a ways in the future. And so, like, these people that are in this galaxy, they know of Earth, but they don't know Earth in a personal relationship kind of thing. They know history books and stuff like that. So you don't. Um, a lot of frame of reference things don't exist, and so that adds that additional complexity to it. And so when you're having to describe something in the book, um, yeah, you really have to be careful on
Good stuff.
the words that you use in the descriptions from the people and that kind of stuff. So it just, and the characters, some of the characters that I'm working with right now, again, this is the first book that's going to be a series of books. So it's not, it's not, this is just starting the build of literally like a whole new deal. Like if think of Warhammer, if you know anything about like Warhammer 40K or hell even Star Wars, right? I mean that's in a galaxy far, far away, and so we're talking about different groups and entities and stuff that all are being made from scratch, every one of them. And so that's I did not, I honestly did not really realize the the level of work I was driving in on, and so that's the part that's been getting me, probably more than anything else. Yeah, Safario, I'm looking forward to it as well. Yeah, complexity. The complexity is just absolutely freaking out of control. I was even laughing with my daughter yesterday about it, about how, I couldn't have just picked to write the book about on a single planet with a single objective with, just one or two simple nations on, say, Earth itself. I had to, in my head, I had to just create this massive galaxy with five different nation states or whatever you want to call them, different cultures across an entire galaxy. And then I had, and then I'm adding in the political intrigue on top of that as well. And so it just, the complexity for the whole thing just kind of, it just snowballed like so far out of control that I just was not, I don't think I wasn't ready for it. And so when I get edits back and stuff, they're usually not small edits. They're usually fairly big edits. And the editor is really good. I mean, like, we talked about it. I'm like, don't be easy on it. This is a project that is huge. Let's make it epic. And so, and he's right in the Gen X line. So, Grim Reaper, Hyper Cranks, welcome. He is totally in the Gen X range there. That he is, he doesn't pull punches. He's like, what the hell were you saying? I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish here. What is this shit? So he's a little rough sometimes, especially when I think like I've written something like fantastic. I'm like, oh, this is so awesome, and then I send it to him, and he's like, this shit makes no sense. And then I'm kind of like, seriously, really? I thought that was actually fantastic. So, so that's my only problem, Milton. Is just I was really hoping for a better review, and didn't get it. So I'm a little disheartened today. Not bad though. I mean, shit, I'm too fucking shallow to give a fuck. I'll get past it by the time I freaking stream tonight, and on Sunday I'll go in and do the edits, and we'll move right along. But yeah, it's just I was just really hoping. Okay, that's a 4, so you only get 2, and this is a 4, so you only get 2. Okay, I gotta. gotta balance this. So, see, now I don't know what to do. Um, so the thing that we were working on this project here with this game was that we were BattleTech. See, the bonus for BattleTech though is the world is built, the terminology is built, the all of that stuff, the technology, everything is already there. So you just have to think of the story that you want to tell with inside a fully created universe. Whereas in my case, there is none of that. The technology is not determined. The planet names, the universe, the characters, the everything about it is not created yet. Oh, these went to the wrong spot. Son of a bitch. So literally everything I do, the true alpha, welcome. Everything that I write is like from scratch. Names of planets, what they look like, the animals that might be on them, the star system that's around them, the the temperature, the environments, literally every little freaking detail is being created from scratch, and I just did not. I will openly admit I was unprepared for that level of effort. So that's really the thing that's got me struggling. And then, of course, as I'm writing, because there's political intrigue in it as well, so it's not just you know Group A against Group B, and there's an objective to be committed to, or something like that. There's not that. It's backstabbing and political intrigue and different groups of people within groups of people. I literally, for my first book ever, I don't think I could have made it any harder unless I decided that I was going to write it in Swahili or Mandarin. I just don't think I could have made it any harder. I should have really went with something smaller, but I'm committed now. I've got money invested into it at this point, so we're gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna happen. Just it's probably gonna take longer. I was really hoping to be able to get something through. I was really hoping to get something out by this summer, but I foresee that it's not going to happen until at least Christmas. It may be next summer, honestly. Well, and I do what one of the things that I've done is I do try to use Grim Reaper. I do try to use not exact terminology, but there are certain things when you're talking about space and you're talking about warfare that is pretty much a constant. And when you're talking about politics, there's lots of terminology and structure and what buildings look like. Grim Reaper, thank you for that follow. There's lots of those things that are like that are very easy to I don't want to say steal, but borrow off of. Like astrophysic terms are very easy to use. I don't have to make up new astrophysic terms. And in one case, I have a mining colony, so I don't have to make up mining terms and stuff like that. I just have to, I just have to come up with a because I'm not trying to go to the level of, say, lightsabers. I'm still trying to stay somewhat in grounded reality. I think that makes it a little easier because then I don't have to come up with some crazy wild bullshit that, like a lightsaber that what? Yeah. So, but that I use Chat GPT for a lot. Well, and if you say plasma blade, right? So you can do the idea well through say Chat GPT and I have come up with a methodology of using using things like that to say oh, that sucks. There is a way to actually do, or at least a way that sounds reasonable to be a plasma blade if you wanted to use one. And so that's kind of what is evolved out of some stuff like that. But in reality, it's also more likely that the construction using a made up material that can be sharpened in a specific way, you can make a blade that is deadly. Power. We need power. I don't know. It's fun stuff. I enjoy it. It is very fun. It's just on occasion, just I could use a success right now in my writing. I'll be completely honest. It would just be really nice to have a bit of a success on my writing right now. I kind of got struck in the forehead today, and I'm like, damn it, really. So, anywho, enough of my bullshit. Okay, we're gonna crank out some. Why are you not? Oh, because I haven't selected what you're gonna do. But that's okay. That's I'm done with that for the day. So I gotta just move on. Do some fun stuff. Play some video games. Alright, okay, so 2, 4, and 2. That gives us that. We'll be starting to pump that out. Now, see, now when we found all of those extra pieces yesterday, Safirio, during our playthrough, when we found that extra stuff, I'm really, really freaking like, now I'm on the struggle bus because part of me really wants to go ahead and just turn this into titanium housings because there's just so much titanium here. Spicy chicken. welcome. But then I have to ship that stuff over there. So now I'm not sure what to do. I guess I just turn it into housing and throw it over there. Because it's the housing that we were running out of, right? I think it was the housing we were running out of. And so... Oh, good. Good deal. Good deal. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Yeah, it is. It is. For the purpose of this, though, I could turn this into wire, take some of the housing from here and pop it over here and make stators and ship the stators over there where they're needed. I think I'm going to do that. Because I need more housing. But inevitably, in the end, I need more stators. Because that's really what the problem is. So, wire. Okay, so we got to do the same thing here. 1, 2, and I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over here we're gonna flip it back this way and go 1, 2. This is a little spread out. Crip chick, whoop whoop. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Ha ha. $36 smelters. Yeah, that's for titanium, right? We needed 36 smelters for titanium. We only needed a few over here. Okay, do I want... I just do it right there. Oops. Because that's right in the center, yeah. I'll just do that, okay. And then that's the inbound, and this is the outbound, so we'll just do that right there. And that is the outbound, inbound, and these are the outbound, so we'll just do this one right here. We got room, we're going to use the AMC multi-level base taking a building. Yeah. Yep. We're going to need all that extra room. So we're definitely going to have to multi-level a bunch of the basic stuff for sure. The smelters and the first initial level items like like the wire or the rods or the plates. They can all be tiered 1. It gets hard when you start trying to do multiple inputs on a second tier. So that's... No. 2 tiers as high as you can get right now. Because the pillars have to go on... I need wire, right? Yeah, from wire. The pillars have to go on... You can stack these individually, right? 3 high on the ground. But you can't take a platform and put a platform on top of these. So you've got to go your platform pillar, and then you can go 2 or 3 high with these. But you run into an issue if, say, you go too high and you try to put a platform on that. You can see it considers that as not stable, whereas then you could put that on there, no problem. So I don't understand why a pillar, a supported pillar or supported platform pillar, you can put something on, right? But if you put a pillar down and you put a platform on top of it, it doesn't consider it as stable. But if they did that, then you would be able to build multiple levels, because I could just put the pillar here, I could put the platform on top of it, and I could put a pillar on top of that. And then I could make as many levels as I wanted. So I think that's why they're doing it. But again, I don't know. I'm not in the room with them. Can you put a shorter pillar next to the first pillar? So, which would be my first? Because here's my first pillar. Put a shorter pillar. Okay, see. Can you put a short pillar next to the first pillar, then add the platform and go to the side of the other pillar? And then you say put this, like put this pillar on the side here. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so that's on the ground, and then we put that on top of it. Okay, so it's not that plan. Yeah, but you can't be at the same level as your other platform. No, left to right or horizontally, they've done quite a bit to restrict what you can and cannot do, left and right. They don't you know they leave you quite a bit of room, but they don't leave you enough room, to play with. Man, we are slowly creeping on this one. God, we need these tier threes so bad. I don't even care about these storages. I just want those rails right there. I'm trying to follow you, Tiamat. I'm working on it. Okay, let's go see if we can. Let's go see what we can do here, because I'm curious on here. I'm curious. You got me curious and curiouser and curiouser. The sides of pillars are load bearing. Okay, I'm trying to work through that. I'm trying to read that. I'm trying to understand that. You might be onto something. We just got to go find out. Okay, so we're looking at this. Okay, so you're saying put a pillar, then a second shorter pillar, and place platform on top of the shorter, then place platform next to the one on top of the shorter to Okay. Okay. So we're talking So we're talking putting one of these down. And then you're talking about putting one of these on top and then putting one to the side of it, right? That's what I understand that to be. And then put one of these on top of that. So to the pillar bearing. I see him not 100%. I'm totally not 100% following you. I'm trying very hard, I promise. See, even that though. No, pillars first. One tall, one short, right next to each other. Okay. All right. All right. Be patient with me. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. One tall. And then one short. And then a pillar on top. Okay. Put a supported platform, then a pillar on top. Pillars first. One tall, one short. Okay, now I'm confused. Okay. I'm assuming this is what's considered... Oh, freaking save. Oh, shit! One with... Okay, supported pillar. Okay, supported. Got it. And then a regular pillar, right? Let's try this. Okay, and this one on top of there. Okay. Got it. Christy has joined. Deleted user. I'm always looking beautiful. Okay, shorter supported platform right next to the first. Shorter supported platform right next to the first one. Okay. Like, not full height, but say... shorter supported platform right next to the first one. Okay. So like halfway... So like halfway up it then, yeah. Then a pillar on top of it, okay. We're learning something new here today, people. Scott, welcome. And then another platform on top of this one, right? Okay. Am I still there? I think we got it. It might be. I don't know. Okay. We're wearing out Mott's hands here. He's teaching us something. Then add a platform on side. Side and then side to reach the first pillar in an L. Like here? On the side of the shorter platform. So here. Vort, welcome. We're learning something new here. Okay, left. Okay, so if I'm looking at it, say left, right, front, or back. Here. Front. Okay, there. All right. And then one on the left. So one here. We're wearing out Mott's fingers. Okay, and then we got one there. All right. All right, I'm tracking. We're waiting for instruction, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for instruction. If you make... I don't know. I'm not seeing that working the right way. And delete the shorter pillar. Tall pillars you can span from the sides of the tall pillars. Oh, I think I'm vaguely following where you're going. Okay. I think I'm maybe. I don't know. I can't get another tall. These supported pillars only go on the ground though, so I can't use them. And I can go 3 high there. And these don't go on top of those, so that doesn't work. Okay. But I vaguely get where you're going here. My brain is processing. It's working overtime. Okay, I'm gonna pause right where we're at when it comes to that. Mott, I'm not. I'm gonna come back to it because I don't need to do that right here specifically. So I'm gonna get this all running here really quick. But we are gonna have to maybe try that again when we start working on the titanium just down the hill here. So let me go ahead and get this all hooked up. Get these cranking out the goodies, and then we'll come back to that momentarily. I think no, you're good. You're good. We're gonna get it figured out. And I firmly believe we're gonna get it figured out. It's just it's really hard to do it, when there's a bit of a delay in the game and the explanation and moving around and doing that stuff like that. It just makes it a little bit harder. Right now we're just doing some wire because we have needs for more stuff. We need more of these stators to help feed our electronics, because they are holding us back. Our electronics, we're not making enough electronics to keep things going when we're making the electromagnets and some other stuff. So we're gonna have to. We gotta. Fredson, he pray. Welcome. So we're just trying to. We did notice something that we found a spot where we can have a whole lot more, more titanium. We were screwing around. I think we were looking at the map yesterday, and while we were looking at the map, we noticed that down here you know, we were looking at for another spot to make some stuff, and I'm like, well, there's this titanium right here and this wolfram right there. Well, then looking at this, we noticed that there's 2 more pieces of titanium within range of using the drone. And so we went and inspected, and one is a normal and one is a pure down here, which is insane. Which makes that this whole area right here could be 36 smelters worth of titanium, which is, that's just nuts of how much titanium. And you need titanium housings, which actually take quite a bit of titanium to do. And so stators take titanium housings. So we're coming down here and we're going to see what we can make and how much of it we can make. But 36 smelters in this area is a lot to try to stuff in here. So we're gonna sort this monkey out somehow here. Okay, so it's typically so this is typically how I've been doing it. I don't know if you've seen it or whatnot, but okay, so I want to go this way. I think I want to go. If I go this way, I can probably get 6 and 6 and 6. I could get 24 in here, but if we can sort out the way to get a third tier on that, that would be another 12, which would be the 36 we need. And Wild Wolf pulling on in, saying hello, throwing some likes down. Thank you, sir. So we need to make enough room, so we're going to keep right there, and we're going to come over. I think we're going to go right there. Turn this around. So 1, and then we have to skip a space, and 2, and this would be better if I use the drone. Yeah, I saw that. But I saw the greatest comment ever. I saw the greatest comment ever. Somebody, I gotta read it. I gotta read it here because it was freaking that fantastic. Somebody posted, Chuck Norris has sadly passed away at the age of 86 years old. The first comment, which is the absolutely greatest right here, Chuck Norris didn't pass away. Chuck Norris passed life and graduated. I'm like, yep, there you go. Right there. That's how it is. I thought it was awesome. I thought that's the best way to say something about that man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to make that work. Thanks to the clipping allowed in this game, yeah, we can do that. Now flip this around, but we got to leave room for 2 because, so here's the thing you got to remember in the game here is that we are still dealing with inputs and outputs that make a difference. Oh, that's not going to work though. Shit, fire, and monkeys. The only way that's going to work is you got to pull it up. And that's going to throw off everything else. Okay, that one's, we're not going to be able to do that. Okay, and now we're going to throw in these, all right? Okay, So now this is what we've been typically doing when we do these is 1, 2. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that, so I'm probably gonna have to go like this and hit Y and do that. And so here and here. Okay, and then we're able to put platforms on here. That stupid thing's going to be in our way. Son of a bitch. Thumb is getting cramped. Yeah, you're dropping them likes. Thank you, dear. Appreciate all them likes. Zoran, welcome. Yeah, greened out Gammy. She snuck in. Woohoo! You know, I found out something today. You know, when you guys hit those likes and we get up to the point of like 10,000, it pushes the channel out to more people on the For You. I did not know that. I found that out today from another streamer who I was talking to. I'm like, oh, really? That's interesting. So that's why Christy's thumb's getting cramped. Okay. Now, so what I'm trying now, so here's the piece I'm trying to sort. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. We're going to have fun tonight. 7 Days of Night is going to be lit tonight. So how do I get past here up one more level? As you can see, though, Gammy, this is how this is the way in which I break my brain during the day, and then 7 Days to Die goes completely off the rails. Because I sit here for about 3 hours before that stream, breaking my brain with all techno crap, and I'm trying to figure this business out, and then I go off and do 7 Days to Die, and my brain is absolutely broken at that point. Oh, and it does fit in there. Okay. Hang on here. Wait a second. Didn't we just do that? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna figure this out. We're gonna get this. There's a way to do it here. Mott has shown us the path. Whether we actually are able to walk the path is a completely different question. But he has shown us the path. These are on the ground level, so I can't go any lower with these. So if these are on the ground level, what if? I think maybe. Last night was a lot of fun. Last night and the night before that were two really great streams. They were a whole lot of just absolute stupidity and fun. I loved both of them. Okay, what if we do this? Okay, gotta get the drone out. Get the drone out so we can see just a little bit better. Okay, so if we put that there, right? Okay, now we put that there, and there. put a short one right here, and then we're hang on. We were looking at here. We go here and here. Well, okay, hang on. See, I can't put that on top of that one. I'm just trying to. Hang on. If we do that there, then we go like that, and then we do this. Yeah, none of that is considered stable, so I can't do that yet. Yeah, damn it. Okay. See, this won't hold that right there, because see what I was hoping. Okay, you. Just above the shoulders. You would build a pillar next to the height just above the smelters. Next to tall pillar. Okay. I'm thinking this is what you're talking about. Because I can't attach. Well, that doesn't work. No. No. You can go up with tall pillars and have 3 levels. I don't know if I'm getting this right or wrong here, but it does not. You have to put the platforms one at a time next to the tall pillar. Okay. So, I mean, from my understanding, that's what we did here. Is we put the pillar, and then the tall pillar, to put a platform and attached to that pillar, and we put the other 2, right? So this is what we had before. But now it won't let me build anything on top of any of this. Okay, so if we've got that, all right, dear. Ladies and gentlemen, we all right, Gammy, have a great day the rest of work. Okay, so I got to go up one more. And there's my third level. Aha! Okay, so it's tight. It's tight down here, and it's a little open here, but that does give you the third floor to place on. Got it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have pulled something out of our backside. Yep. Okay. All right. Now we need 5 levels. I don't think we're getting 5 levels. Okay, so we need to take these out. Definitely not getting that one. I think we got something figured out here, though. Well, so my first... Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So if this was a little higher. No. Thank you for your patience, because this is very useful. There's spots tomorrow when we play this that we're going to use this. I almost guarantee it. So no, don't be sorry about anything. No, this channel is all about trying to learn together. So, you know, if you got an idea, I'll do my absolute best to try to work through it here, and we'll figure it out. Well, we're going to try to do that, because we got... I mean, there's limited space, because everything we've got here... we're gonna have to squeeze in 36 of these smelters, and then we're gonna have 36 more fabricators that we've got to do. So that's a lot. I mean, granted, I could come up here, or I could wait till there was a Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know that it would reach that far. Okay. Let's ladies and gentlemen, we are here purely on an educational basis. The stupidity is tomorrow and later tonight when we play 7 Days to Die. So we're going to do a little more learning here, because we are trying to squeeze in 36 smelters into this little bitty spot right here. Okay, first off, I don't know how in the hell that's still working. That right there is pretty crazy. That is one supported pillar holding up all of this. That's that's just crazy. That is, I didn't know it could do that. But all right, let's do this. Oh, I'm gonna start taking damage. Okay. Um, oh man, we need to go. We need to go sort out some food. Shit. Okay, let's take this and go sort out some food here. We got a few minutes here. We're get all this done. Let's get these smelters out of the way. This will speed up the process. I hate this deletion process. I just put that right out now. I can't get the one that buried in there, so that screws up. Okay. Yeah. Go whoop 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 whoop. Sandstorm. Welcome. All right. I'm gonna have to sort out food and water here. So let us go get food and water sorted here real quick, and then we're gonna come back here because I think I'm gonna go this way with it instead of this way with it. Because if I go this way, I can start all the way over here with it instead, and that'll get me just a little bit more room. Plus, if I go this way, trying to do 6, I end up getting poked right in front of this guy, and I'm gonna have to twist him around some other weird way. I think we can go this way, and then put our outputs down here, and then squeak up here, and put the rest of them right up here. We'll just dogleg it a little bit, and I think that'll make it all fit better. But I do think that if this works out the way that I think it is, I envision it to work, I will never build titanium housings anywhere else. Because that you're going to be able to pump out so freaking many titanium housings. And I'll just give you the example. We got to run back over here anyway. I'll show you the titanium housings I'm making now, and I'm only just now having to upgrade the titanium housings that I have because what I started off with has worked so well for so freaking long that I haven't had to do anything with it. And in all honesty, it's not very much. Now, again, sins of our fathers here, we have learned a ton since we first started this save, which is why we're running into some of the problems now that we're trying to correct. Because those mistakes, we've learned better ways to do things since then, and we haven't gone back and rebuilt anything. But we are getting close to this being over. I'll just tell you that right now. This build, this save is getting close to being completed. We're just trying to get the last few parts made, and then we're moving on. Start a new one. Or start a new game until they drop the update. One or the other. I'm not 100% sure yet. I've got plenty of other really great games I would like to play, so we'll have to sort out kind of what we're doing in that area. But we still got a little ways to go. We got to get some things upgraded here. We got to get some of this crack-a-lacking. Okay. Whee! And this is just slowly going along, but it needs more rotors. is the problem we got going on there, which is a whole another turd storm that we haven't even addressed yet. There's some more prickly pear stuff over here. Yeah, there's definitely, man, there's so many ways that we could. Yeah, Safirio, I could not do your job, dude. I'd be like, oh, I'll take one of those. I'll take one of those. Oh, shoot. All right, we should be able to make that food over here, I think. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I got a ton of wire right here, right? Wire and rods is what makes rotors. I could reroute some of this. Is it wire that I need, or is it rods that I need? Or is it just general manufacturing of more? Yeah, I've got plenty. I just need to be able to manufacture more. Oh, see, so here's a prime example of the sins of our fathers. We built this so long ago, and I'm talking, we built this like 60 hours ago. Um, so that's how long ago we built this section of the base. If I would have put spaces between these, I could have put one more level of these and had 8 of these cranking out rotors. Because I got enough resources back here doing it. Oh, I got to get out of here. I'm gonna tear all that out if I don't move on. Did I put a food thing in here? No. Okay, well, I'm gonna put a food thing in here now. Well, guess what I don't have? They're at the other base. Son of a... I can teleport over there. Screw it. I don't have to run. I think I have a Hyperion case. Canam Crinder doing a raid. Welcome. I hope I didn't miss that. Hopefully I caught that early enough. I always miss that direction. Oh, food. Whoops. Damn. Okay, we need those guys. All right, and we need those, and we need that. All right, let's go max out that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, let's go see if we can make anything else. We can make some of these. All right, Canam. You still good for tomorrow, though, right? The world is peachy for it. I haven't unlocked that yet. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the sweet, sweet. Um, yeah, if you were to build a PC right now, it's a bad, bad time to try to build a PC. Um, I absolutely would tell anybody and everybody, don't even think about doing it right now. Such a horrible time to try. Just go see what we can make. Wait a minute. Um, yeah, my favorite is this Nutrigel. The pricklers are easy to find. The grubblers are easy to find. You could just ding, 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 ding those to pieces, and it covers both water, hydration, and calories. So it's super, super easy to screw around with. Um, and you make a bunch of them, and then you only have to you take up one inventory spot. If you try to do, say, this, um, well, that one's a bad one because it does toxicity. So all of those are. So this is your best hydration, if I'm not mistaken. No, this one is. Those do 100 hydration, but if you do hydration separate from your calories, you end up with just a freaking. You're chewing up two spaces to make stuff. So I'm a firm believer in the Nutrigel. MDG. Just kind of trying to see if there's anything else I need to make. Can make, want to make. I mean, these are pretty good. They're 90 calories, too. There, that probably cuts off just about anything I can make now. These serpent sticks are nice, though. Um, Doubles natural energy regeneration. So if you've got a long way to run, these are really, really good. Yeah, it has dirty toxicity, but you can immediately take one of these, or no, not one of those. You want these. If you take these, right, and you get that energy regeneration, even though you get 30 toxicity, you drop a clear capsules, and these things double your natural toxicity loss. So if you're eating that stuff that's doing the toxicity, you take these and it drops it down faster. But these serpent sticks are pretty nice when you're running around everywhere. Um, I don't know if these turmo res. You know what? We're gonna try. I'm gonna try some of these right here because I'm very curious on that one and and um, the rupture. Like how quickly after the rupture can you go back outside? That has toxicity? Yes. So I want to keep. I want to keep these. We'll keep those. We'll keep that. We're all right. We'll do that. Hence why I want to start my basin area. Yeah, you're gonna have to remind me where that's at exactly because I'm not 100% sure. I don't Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. 99%. We're so close. 100 points is not going to make the difference, though. Do we have... We don't have any... Yeah, we don't have any freaking quartz. We got no quartz. Okay. So are you talking... Here's the ship. North and east. Are we talking about here? Okay. Oh, level 3 rails are... Okay, okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's use and use. Pause. Yeah, yeah, the level 3 rails are right there on the verge of being unlocked for us. All right, now that we got the food, there's some spots that we're just building like we did from the very beginning of the game, not fully understanding what we were able to try to accomplish. We've got spots, if we could just toss some tier 3 rails on it, then it'll solve the bottleneck problem right then and there. And so we just, that's why I'm like, we need tier 3 rails, because if we get them, there's spots on the map our production line is suffering that will actually stop suffering so hard. Okay, so we're still not building up any, these electronics are just, but the bonus is here with the electronics is we're good on stators. So that's a bonus. We're actually good on stators. Okay, well that little bitty upgrade we did up there solved our stator problem. But we're not producing enough electronics to make this work very fast at all. We're just not pushing out. We're just not pushing out enough. Which then in turn has been screwing over our ability for here. And we're pumping everything off out and about. We can get rid of you. We've just piece at a time, we continue to solve one little problem after the next. We just kind of keep grinding on it to make it happen, and we're getting there. So it's just fixing some of our problems that we've had that are just constantly. But now that we know, like tomorrow's going to be very interesting, because tomorrow you got 4 people that all know how to build in this game. And we've all been, just about everybody has been part of like this stream, watching in one way or another, plus playing their own. So you've got 4 pretty doggone seasoned people on this game. They're all going to jump into the same world. Oh, shit. I'm never making it all the way around the corner. All jumping into the same world, trying and going ahead and building at the same time. And I think we're going to rip. I think we're going to rip through some levels, some pretty freaking fast. We kind of divided up some territory, so we're not all trying to build in the same area. um, which would be pretty awesome. Oh, look at that. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, now we need generators to do this one here. Tier 3 rails. Intermediate building materials. Ah, so awesome. So awesome. Man, we are cooking towards that 1,000. Intermediate building materials suck if you're trying to automate them. But to be honest, if you just build storage near where the glass, the inductor, and your intermediate titanium housings, those three items, if you just build storage near them, then you just run by and grab a stack of four, and your standard, and you just go to the local workbench and you pump out like 4,000 of them, in just seconds. So I mean it. I'm tossed on whether it's a good or bad thing, but the number of the basic building materials that you need is the hard part. Like, you need to find a place. You need to find a place that has because they build out of the fabricator with raw materials, so you don't have to do anything with them. And this spot right here sucks. It is not a good spot for anything. You might be able to do it here. I think these are three normals. See, and you've got some stuff rocking for you, dude, because I am not quite, my brain doesn't wrap around that idea of loop system. And that's the part that I just don't understand it. And I don't know. I've never, so that's it. But again, also, I come from a background of, say, Satisfactory. And from Satisfactory to this is a mindset change. And then trying to go from this, then trying to find out things like a completely new idea, like that, what you're talking about, a loop system. My brain just seriously just. You never played Satisfactory, dude. It may not necessarily was the game that started the resurgence for factory games, but it is the pinnacle of factory games. It is an absolute. If you have not played it and you love this game, you absolutely have to go play Satisfactory. And matter of fact, it's on sale right now. It takes that. Oh, you know what? We didn't take our stuff and run out here. Damn it! I meant to test that. Anywho, they take it a little bit different. How do we want to do this? I would really, 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 really like to play a little bit of Satisfactory on the channel, just to show people, and do it during the same time frame that this game is currently, that I stream this game, because I would really like to show some people some differences there because I talk about it and I reference it a lot, and I never. Some people like yourself have never seen it. Yes, there are aliens to shoot, but not in the way that you're thinking. Um, there is not a. Oh shit! I think I needed to be up there. I needed to be up there. Damn it. Um, it's their gun is like a rebar gun when you get to it. Before that, you have basically a shock ball, which will kill them. It will kill creatures, but it doesn't. It's not as shooty as this. And once you clear things out, that's kind of the. You don't really get them back. They don't come back and attack your base and stuff. So that is a little bit of a difference. But when you're talking about, just setting up a high quality level base and doing that, I may have to do a little research on it just because I'm curious whether somebody's used a loop system in Satisfactory, because I would be curious to see if that has worked there. I just don't know. I mean, like, when I played Satisfactory, I just had fun with the game. And it wasn't, I never built the most efficient bases. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. I had pretty efficient bases, but I never built the most efficient base. And some people, when they play Satisfactory, it's all about that efficiency, most of them. But you could build really cool buildings to house your bases. You can make really cool it's got trains and truck routes, and they're actually, in the next update, they're fixing the AI truck routing system so it's more intelligent, and you can put better routes on it so that the trucks will drive around and do deliveries better. Our stuff is growing back so slow. I'm telling you, the freaking game, Satisfactory has got so many. My understanding is, and I haven't played it since they put in the actual story to it, so I don't have the story portion of the game in there, but their marketing team is a freaking bunch of geniuses. Really, they put together some great videos, some funny stuff. Okay, where is this other? It's right over there. But yeah, the Satisfactory team, Coffee Stain Studios, is free. They're a bunch of characters, all of them. Satisfactory, I think, was the reason that the dude Let's Game It Out even got, made it on the map, because he took Satisfactory to a whole nother level of crazy, and that's what made his channel freaking mega popular. If I remember right, it was that. It was one of his videos, just absolute chaos in Satisfactory. I need to get enough quartz over here so that I can build a teleporter over here. That's what I'm trying to do here. I don't think we'll have nearly as much chaos. Honestly. I don't think our group could handle that much chaos. I think it would drive us all bonkers. Alright, I think we got what we need done for this base, so we're going to go ahead and get over here. I don't want to make the quartz just yet. Alright, let us figure this out. Yep, it's in my hand. No, it's not. Smelters. Okay, I'm gonna have to split this up somehow. So we'll go outsides. Oh, we're all mad in here. Dude, you should have seen. You want to talk about mad? Corey, welcome. Last night we had a whole chat full of a bunch of freaking psychos. And I mean that in the full term of psychos. Okay, so he said I could squish these together and save room. God damn it, I hate it when it does that. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think we're going to get it over there. Freaking save. My game is struggling with this freaking save feature. Oh, you were there? Why do I feel like you weren't? What the hell? I don't know. It just proves that I'm mad. See, you can't do that because it won't pass through those blocks. So we can't do that. I was hoping to squeeze a couple more out. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Now, this is where we got to use our newfangled knowledge. Oh, here's the wrinkle in my overall plan, though. Because this one won't go as high. That's as far as I can get that. Okay, well, we'll deal with it. Yeah, see, I can't put it there.
The Raptura is in its stable stage. The climate of Arcadia is returning to normal.
Ah, biscuits. Okay, here's where we got problems. We have to be able to get these pillars in a spot where I can put them at this height all the way across an area. So, and that's not until there. Oh, and I lose so much space. Oh, damn Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Brian, welcome. See, the best is the... well, I got it. Okay, hang on. I'll lose it there. I get it there. I need this area. I need this area. Yeah, I'm gonna do that just like that. It's not. I need the space over here so I can build this, and this is not cooperating. So. Is that typical on Fridays, or? All right, help me out, Spherio. I don't know what that means. Because to me, 80 trucks per shift sounds like a lot. Damn, okay. Why are you being a twat waffle? Is it because of this? It's not. What? What is going on? It won't let me do any higher than 1. Okay, well, I know where I gotta put a turret then. Yeah, it sure doesn't. Right there in that spot must be something off of that thing. know. It doesn't like the height right there for some reason. Look at there. Look at there. Mott coming in with the win again today. Damn. Keep it up. I'm going to have to make you part of the team. Clearly. Doesn't like that one. What are you doing? Stop. What? That's not what I did. I did this, and I did that. Then I did this, and I said, I'm taking that. And that was going to go right there. But it takes the whole thing off the top and then just dumps it somewhere else. That's so funny. That's just stupid. Did it again. That's weird. That is so weird. How curious. All right, let's take these down. Take that down. Now that that thing's not in my way. Okay. Do this. Let's see. We gotta leave a little room for things to get around. So if we do this, all right, we hit Y, one there, and then we come. How far out can we go here? Oh man, that's a freaking dream right there. Okay. Do do do. Huh. I just always thought that was a catchy little tune. I've rarely ever been paid Angry Birds. I played it for like a little bit when it first came out and it was hot and hollowed, but that's it. We got 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. This shit, this shit's gonna be big. Screw it. Okay, good. Okay, so 3 rows of 8. That's at 24. I can't say that I remember the meep deal. Not right off the top of my head. That doesn't. It's not surprising though. I mean, okay. All right. So 4 eights. What are 4 eights? 32. 16, 16, 32. You say we need a 36? Holy shit. So we need 4 more somewhere. That's what I was thinking, Mott. I was like, okay, if I got all of those in there now, I can go ahead and throw the second floor on and then put all the fabricators I need on the second floor. I probably don't even need to go to a third floor on this case. I just needed to move that. Just need to move that out of my damn way. But knowing how to do a third floor is going to be good because there's other spots that don't quite have as much room as we've got here. So, but I need like 4 more. Yeah, I guess therefore his furnace is on. I don't have enough building material. I gotta go get building material. never thought that was gonna turn into a problem. I've got 20. And I have no building materials. Not even like okay, yeah, we gotta run. We gotta run. We gotta run. We gotta run. I think I'm going to cut across over here, though, and grab some... How do I not have... Damn, it's rare that oh, basically I put all that ammo over there. Dumbass. Jackass. Okay, well, we're going to keep running. And run in, and run in, and run in, and run in. Oh, is that not being used? Let's get that back. You're sitting around here doing nothing. Let's go ahead and steal this. And we're going to steal this. And we're going to steal this. And we're going to steal this. Duncano! Welcome! All right, let's pop in here, pop in here. And, oh, wrong one. This one. And crank out max on that. Okay. Then come in here and crank out. What did we get? 500. We got 400. Shit. Oh no, Decano, I got Twitch and YouTube, and they're both running right now. Same name, same exact name, survival_Jim. Yep, nope, I got them both. I got them all. Everything but kick. But I got tired. I did have kick at one point, but I got so tired of so many assholes that were on kick. So we're 400. We need one more. Okay. We are the champions. They are the losers. Dunk. Okay, so now it's Decano over on one side, and it looks like it's Dunk Me. Glasses right here. Nope, that's not glass. Just made that jump. Gotcha. Okay, I'll take some of those. Turn the light off. Nothing there in storage. Nothing there in storage. I think we're done here. Go back to calcite base. If we can get data points to get us to rail level 2, or at least get as close as we can to that, that would be preferable. And in my opinion, I honestly think we should get Rails level 2 and then drive towards the uh, other stuff, because I I when I was trying to play restart single, and I was putting stuff on freaking on the tier 1 rails. After playing so long of having tier 2 rails, the tier 1 rails just, they move so slow. And you gotta, okay, this is gonna take a little bit to get done. This sucks. Oh, I wonder if I can go over to the valve area, and if I have, I don't know if the valves are using housings or not, though. We'll find out. Yeah, yeah. No, it's just like right at this moment, right now, it's not something I'm overly in need of. These are what I'm in need of. If I find it, because like, see, like right now, this whole base is doing jack shit. It's not doing a damn thing, because I've only got valves needed in one place, and I don't have any right now. I don't have a need for anything that this place is building. And this is that wrinkle spot right here where I'm towards the end. I don't think I wanted to come in here. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I was going here. No. Here. Um, I shit. There's a damn it train of thought. Yeah, I don't need a whole lot from that base there, because we've got, there's nothing. It's not that there's nothing more to produce. It's not the right way to put that. Just, I'm down to like needing to produce just a few items, and so those few items, I don't even know what. What the hell? Yeah, just those few items they don't take a lot. So until the patch comes out, or the update, not patch, but the update comes out, there's not need 92. Okay. There's not a lot I can do with that, I can't really see what's missing. we're filled up on rotors here again? So we must have filled up on everything over the... Wait, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got assemblers and compounders and I got everything. Okay. Yeah, here's shit, man. I was freaking, even this is freaking wore down. So, save. Well, us screwing around built a full set of freaking pumps, which is done. I don't know how many we need though. We gotta go over here and I'm pretty sure we have to turn some in. I don't think I got these done. In my melon. Well, we did them. We did them right there. So it's lenses and resonators, nanofiber, which we should be close to having accumulators piled up over there. And I don't know if we're making generators anywhere. That's a good question. No, we got... Man, we're right. We're down to it. Okay, I can go. That means I could go get some magnets though and put them in. And then we got to make some pressure tanks. And shit, that'll be it. Man, that'll be... Wow, that'll be it. That's crazy. That's a lot of freaking stuff we've been building. Okay, so let's go finish this monster piece that we were over here doing, even though we probably don't. Let's go. Let's go here. See how low electromagnetic coils are going. Okay, so we're still working on building them, and what are we needing? Accumulators. And accumulators take freaking... Oh, so many freaking electronics boards. Yeah. We're cranking out those out so freaking slow. Take what we have and turn them in. Yeah, so right now that seems to be our problem is we're just not pushing out enough electronics. Actually, should have looked over there and thought about maybe we could find another place to build electronics. You know what I didn't do is grab anything for more ammo. You know what? I don't care. Let's go over here. Let's go get this base built. Nope. I've done all of this base building with not upgrading a single base core. And I did that on purpose to prove that if if you don't like that part of the game, you don't have to. You can still play this game and not deal with base attacks and the base core stuff at all. And you literally can just bypass all of it. Now, there's a couple spots where if we really, really, really wanted to, we probably could do it, but we don't need to. Um, well, you do it with, so there's multiple ways that you can do it. Overlapping cores is a good way to do it, and uh, overlapping cores, spreading out your stuff once you have the ability to do that, and then using the core amplifiers. Tier 1 core amplifiers are decent, but it's the damn it, hang on, yeah, it's too high. But when you get that core 2 amplifier, shit, it's game over. You don't ever, ever, ever. Once you have that core 2 amplifier, there's no need whatsoever to have to upgrade your base core. Which is, I like that. In the whole scheme of things, I like the fact that you're not. Again, it's another one of those pieces with this game that I really like, is the fact that if there's certain parts of this game that you want a new builder game, a new factory game, and you don't want to have to deal with a lot of the garbage. You don't like the bugs, but you like the factory builder aspect, that you really can just avoid a lot of the bug situations from the very beginning. The only place that you can't get away from it is when you go in the Forgotten Engine. The Forgotten Engine, you absolutely, positively, there is no way to do that without dealing with the bugs. But that's because it relates directly to the lore and the story of the whole thing and why the bugs are here. So it's kind of a mandatory piece for the game. But outside of that, you can go exploring and not deal with the bugs. You can do your base building and rarely deal with the bugs. And you don't ever have to upgrade your base cores. Oh, son of a bitch! Make me scream, make me scream. Now, will it stay that way? No. I highly doubt that it's going to stay that way, because it is a part of the game. And so I am almost positive that they will be they'll be adjusting that one. I think that's in the right spot. Oh, fudge. Sickle bitch knockers. Fuck. Okay, well, we're going to get away with whatever we can, and then we're just going to drive on, because I kind of want this done. Now, why won't you go there? How does the building conflict with the ground? It's good there. Oh my goodness. That's going to be so freaking cool. I'm excited about zip lines. Okay, we're only going 2 stories. I'm not... we're just going to go 2 stories. And we'll put the furnaces over elsewhere. It's funny because we were in a stream one day literally talking about... you know, what would be cool to add into the game, and what would be really fun if they didn't want to put vehicles in as a mode of transportation. I mean, we were talking about it. That was the hilarious thing is and then it's broken. It's broken. We were sitting there. I was sitting there. I was like, you know, they could put zip lines in here, and then it actually happened. They're like, yeah, we're gonna put in zip lines for mode of transportation. I'm like, okay, fuckers, stop stealing my ideas. Yeah, the zipline thing's going to be pretty slick. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do that. But early game, when it comes to early game, that's going to be so nice to do, because you do so much running prior to getting your the teleporters, and the teleporters um, the teleporters, it it would change where I would put my teleporters. Like, I would put a teleporter up on a hill in a zone, or up on, you know, like a high platform in a zone, and then I'd run zip lines to the different spots where I want to go, and that would save me quartz to use for other stuff. I still don't know how you stay on the rails. That's the part that I don't get. Okay, so we're gonna use this, and I want to see if that helps me go outside sooner. Nope. Nope, that didn't work. Sure, ask away. Ask away. Yeah, well, I'm almost 52. I shake like freaking shit. Even worse if I'm hungry. Uh, well, unfortunately, I have not played either one of them. Larry Daniel Hardy, welcome. Yeah, I haven't played either one of them. I've heard good things about Undead Legacy. I haven't heard anything about Wasteland though. But I don't have experience on either one of those. I'm sorry. I wish I did. I mean, hey, the worst case when it comes to those mods is you start playing it, you get into it a little bit, you give it a few hours, and it's pretty quick and easy just to take right on out. No big deal. The downside is if you put a lot of time into it, even though you take the mod off, it doesn't. Pretty much will break the whole save, and it won't work anymore. But that's you know. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, the biggest one right now that's a big fat hit apparently is Asylum. Asylum is freaking is quite the overhaul mod. I'm hearing. It looks creepier than shit in my book. Not in a bad way. Like if you really want a real horror deal, that's it. What one are you playing right now? Darkness Falls. Okay. I just saw that there's a new one. Um, it's a it's an interesting. I only saw somebody playing a little bit of it, so I'm not 100%. Um, I'm not 100% into it or anything just yet. But it's like Vikings or something like that. You get they actually spent the time to put a little story behind it where you get sucked back in time in history, um, and put in the Vikings era kind of deal, which I thought was really cool. At least they took the time to explain how it did it. Um, but I guess that one's pretty difficult. Um, just kind of from what the little bits that I saw. Uh, Again, I only watched a little bit of another YouTuber playing it, and I hadn't made up my mind on it one way or the other. shoot, I don't know who you use. I use Blue Fang, and man, those guys, they pretty much are like, yeah, whatever mod you want, go for it, and you actually have control to your mod folders and stuff, so you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want to do on your own servers, which I like. Gotcha. Yeah, I think it's about time I do another how to do mods video. Once you do it a couple of times, it really actually turns out to be pretty easy, but you have to do it a couple of times before you start feeling comfortable with it. You're not going to put it there? Oh, I get you. Alright, we're almost there. We're going to start hooking some things up here in just a second, just because I want to hook it all up. We are only going to go 2 floors. Could I go more floors? Yes, I probably could, but when I go back and I look at it, I didn't account for the drop. So when I try to go maximum height down there, it only comes up like 1 level above. See how far we can go with the drone. What I figure we're going to do is we will come out of here, right? We'll bring all of the stuff. We'll bring all of the stuff in, and then the outputs will be down here. I can put them on in storage units, and then take it from the storage unit and go to the second floor and run everything this way. And then no, I got to come out on this end because I want to put the furnaces right here. Yeah, for those ones, yeah. But I'm gonna run them. I'm gonna run the furnaces on the flat. I'm not putting the furnaces up on top. Just because of that. It'll just make my life easier. And I've had enough of difficult for today. Oh, Safirio. I'm gonna end up having the so I got into that program you were talking about, and so for 7 days to die, they don't have a flashbang for it. Um, specifically, but you can create one. So I'm gonna, but that takes a little extra effort, so I got to work on it. But the rest of it's actually pretty easy to do. Oh yeah, you could add your own set. Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's really slick. And I met with another tick another streamer today. Um, Surprisingly, he had time like first thing this morning. He's like, "Hey, let's just hop on Discord," and so he was showing it to me and how to do it and some little tips and tricks and stuff to do some fun stuff with it. So I'm looking forward to it. I think you guys will too, as viewers. I think you guys will have some fun with it. Absolutely do. All right, let's see if we can get this on here. I hate you. Hmm. Well, see, the key is though is you got to pay to stress me out. you you got to throw some shinies in there to make that work, right? So screw that. I'll suffer. I'll suffer for the cause. Everybody keeps wanting a fucking server. I'm like, well, bastards. Start donating a little bit to the cause, and we'll get a server set up. Shit ain't free. I'm not saying anything about you whatsoever. Simply an observation from the peanut gallery. I think I need to get something to eat. More than just in the game. All right, let's This. Oh shit. Okay. We are gonna need these. We're gonna need these on these lines, right? Oh, come on. There you go. Line up. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is just jank. Come on now. It's sure trying to be far more difficult. Save. Saving. What the fuck, monkeys? Knock it off. Okay, there's... That's just freaking irritating. Oh, fucking come on. Oh, this is pissing me off. These things are already shit difficult enough to get this crap on here. Oh, I mean... I can do it right here, right? If I look right at it... it's just... It's these freaking tier 3 ones that are acting stupid. I guarantee if I went and I select freaking tier 1, or tier 2s, they'd be just fine. Why you have different code for them, I don't know. But... See, okay, so look, right here. I'm looking at that right there, it's not going. But I'm looking at the same place, and tier 2s go right on there just fine. Same place, right? Tier 3 doesn't want to go there. I didn't change anything. Same place. We're looking at the exact same spot, but tier 2 will go right there. I click on tier 3, it doesn't want to go there. So there's something freaking... This is bullshit. Why would you have different points? Why would you have different places where you'd have to point based on the freaking rail? Because that's just... You spend so much time on freaking tier 2 rails that then you change... Oh my god, this game's gonna piss me off today. Lord baby Jesus, please help me find my patience, because this is bullshit. What? Yeah, look. I'm not even pointing at the rail. Now I point at the rail. I don't... But I would love to agree with you, Larry. I really would. The thing that gets me with that, though, is the hitbox should be on here. It should be on this piece, not where I'm pointing. If I'm pointing at that, I'm in the hitbox. But if it's changing the hitbox on the T based on the type of rail that I have selected, what moron coded that? Who said that was a smart idea? I need to get their ass kicked for that one, because that's... You spend the entire time, tier 1 and 2, hitting the same spot. You select tier 3, and they're hitting at a different place. What the... See? Tier 1, Tier 2, doesn't matter which one I choose. The hitbox is right there. They line right up. Here, 3, why would that change? Why would you change that? Why would the Tier 3 rail have a hitbox or a placement point somewhere completely different than the other two? It's this, oh, I'm gonna, it's the stupid shit like this that tells me that they didn't test their own shit. This is so simple that you should have caught this in your own testing. This should never, ever, ever be seen by a player, because this is so basic. They should have never, this should have never passed QC, ever. I just, I did software project management. I know what goes into doing this. And I just don't understand how the little, simple, stupid shit like that shows up when you release it. It just tells me that you didn't even bother to test in certain places. You tested some of the game, and then somebody pencil whipped that shit, or they just said, it worked on the other two, and they didn't bother to test the next level. And you had to have had somebody different work on Tier 3 rail lines than the person who did Tier 1 and 2. Because Tier 1 and 2 hit the same exact spot. Tier 3, I don't know what the fuck it's doing. It's off on a goddamn vacation somewhere thinking, fuck, they'll figure it out eventually. Maybe I'll get put in here and get used. Fuck you. You lazy motherfuckers. That's all that shit is right there. That's just fucking lazy ass fucking shit right there. I mean, what the fuck? I'm pointing over here and it clicks to, what? Oh my God. Oh, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Please breathe. Oh my, what the? Y'all see that shit, right? How in the fuck do you point off in the middle of nowhere and it lines up? Creepy Jar, I love your game. But some of your bullshit with some of your people is so fucked up. Y'all need to seriously figure that shit out. I'm sure whoever was coding did a decent job in whatever. No, fuck that. You need to kick somebody's fucking ass. Because that's fucking retarded. Look at that shit. Not even fucking close. What lazy cocksucker fucking decided that that was a great fucking idea to skip testing that shit? Fucking losers. Get your fucking head out of your ass and code some shit fucking correctly, for fuck's sake. And your goddamn testers should all be fucking fired. Unless that's us, because you didn't bother to do but the bare minimum. Freaking pricks. Sorry. Are you guys still on here? Okay. My bad. I had a moment there. Forgive me. That just... Goosefraba. Ooh. Lordy, help me. I just don't get it. the part that I could understand if, like, say, it was a conveyor belt and it wasn't the most integral part of your game. But you literally, you set yourself apart by having rails, and then the thing you are part of, like a big thing that sets you aside. We're doing rails, not conveyor belts like everybody else. Is the one thing you don't test worth a shit. I don't know how that happens, because the whole 3-rail deal where the shit just bounces all over the place, does whatever the hell it wants. How in the hell did that get through freaking QC? That's your rails. For Christ's sake, man. And it's not hard to test. Go over to one spot, set up a freaking storage unit, go over to the other spot, set up 2 or 3 more storage units, freaking run it out, split it up, put it, and see what happens. Shit, I could test all of their rail shit in probably 30 minutes at max and thoroughly test it. It would not even take me that long. I don't understand how you let some shit like that just... I'm sorry. That's just got me freaking on a full-blown freaking rager right now. What the fuck? I understand testing the difficult stuff. I get it. Some of the things that are difficult are easy, but you have all the tools. Matter of fact, just get a goddamn intern. Sit his punk ass down and be like, play this game. We are going to pay you to sit here and just play the game. Be our monkey for the day. That's all. We just want you to play the game for the next 3 weeks. Just bang your head off the keyboard, do every stupid shit you can possibly freaking do, and see what you can break, and tell us what doesn't work. Matter of fact, you know what? You just play the game, and we'll take another intern and sit that intern next to you with a notebook. And then you just play the game, and the intern with the notebook writes down every time you say, what the fuck? They write it down. It's so simple. It's not like that shit is difficult. It isn't. I know from experience it's not difficult. I've done it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. If you really want the freaking clip, I'll just go to the Discord and I'll clip it out and send it to you. I just, oh my Lord, Lord, Lord. I don't. Man, look at that shit roll, though. Woo! Get her done. Okay. Now let's see if we can do it down here. Because we are going to have to do some funky shit on this end. That's an outbound, so we're going to have to send it over here. Now, we have 8 in that line. And we got 4 right there. Yes, they are. And one of these is 4 and one of these is an 8. So I think this one is the 4. So we need to go ahead and grab this one. We can use tier 2 rails still. I'm not wasting the fucking shit on tier 3 rails at this point. See, that's why I stopped being freaking. That's one of the reasons that I had a total freaking meltdown at work. And I couldn't be a project manager anymore because the shit like that just frustrates me so goddamn bad. And I'm getting to that age where my mouth just does not know when to freaking stop sometimes. So, you know, like a boss will walk in the office and be like, what the hell is Pearson freaking tripping about? Like, he tripping because people are fucking retarded. And then I'll be like, well, you have to have more patience for people. I'm like, bitches, most of you fuckers went to college to learn how to do this work. I went to college to learn how to do this work. It's not even the difficult stuff. That's the part that irritates me the worst. I could forgive if it was difficult shit. It's when it's the easy shit that I just am like, what the fuck? This is the most basic shit on the planet. What are you doing? It's like my 5-year-old granddaughter could freaking figure out how to break some shit and then report it. Fucking twat waffles. I got all kinds of forgiveness when it's the fucking hard shit. That doesn't bother me. I get it. Hard shit's hard shit. Sometimes the hard shit's hard to test. And it's hard to recreate. I get it. But it's when it's the easy shit that, fuck. I really tried. I really tried to hold that in. I really did. I wanted to, but no. Okay, so I'm not sure where we got 36. Because I think we miscounted Safirio. I think somehow we got some freaking numbers racked up here. Because we had 5. Oh, I know where we screwed up. 5 4s are not 4s. 5 4s are 2s. Oh, shit. Because this is 120, right? So 125 times. And these do 60. Yeah, we did the typical American method here. We over-engineered the fuck out of this shit. We absolutely over-engineered the shit out of this. That's okay. That's okay. You know what? We're gonna roll with it until we fill this shit up, and then I'm just gonna freaking go with it. So Oh no, this is these are outbounds. These are outbounds. Let's get rid of this. We need to come with the inbounds, which is right here. So if we do there and there, okay, and then we do this. Fucking wackadoodles. This is gonna drive me fucking bonkers. I swear to God, I'm not drunk. It's the freaking... It's like where the cursor mark is. Somebody didn't test their shit. It's not even consistent. See, this is the part that scares me about not that concerns me about waiting so long to do a big patch or an update. Because I wonder of the number of people who have played this, who bought this game, who got the game from the beginning, right? How many people have made it or gone to this tier? And then run across this shit and found it and have been like, hey, that's a problem, and then reported it. uh, oh, it's like trying to catch a wet pig. You think you got that fucker by the tail, and then the physics change somewhere along the line, and it starts doing whatever the fuck it wants to do again. See, sometimes it acts like it wants to work the right way, and then other... See? See, oh, I'm good there, but I'm not good looking right at it. I don't freak. And then I'm good here. My cursor's on the end of it, and I'm good. And that's like what the other ones do. So that completely works. I don't. And again, oh, we're not doing that one. But see, I'm doing the same thing, but it doesn't want to work. Now it does. And it's minute changes. See, now I'm over here, but I'm good. And my line, now my area is way the hell over there. And this time it works. Last time you put it over there, I don't, and it works if I'm looking right at it. I don't, it's so inconsistent, which may be the problem, that it was so inconsistent. But the simple fact is there's a problem, inconsistent or not, that you need to fix your shit. Fuckers. God, it's such an easy thing to catch right there. Oh my God, I'm definitely going to need a beer. This shit got me fucking wound up like I actually work there. Fuck. Woo-wee. Lord Almighty, grant my patience. I've already lost them. Can I get some extras, actually? Can you throw a bucket down here with them, please? I really could use a little extra patience with dealing with these fucking things. These guys are fucking killing me. I can't do it. It's driving me nuts. The clip of the meltdown will only be on the Discord. I'm not putting that fucking thing to Twitter directly or TikTok directly. Nope. Y'all want to do it later? That's fine. I'm not posting it there. I'll post it on the Discord. You want to go to the Discord and get it. That's where it'll be. No, I'll put it behind a paywall. Make you fuckers pay like $5 if you want to take it and run with it. I just... I know it's not a good thing to do. I know. It's just... I really, really tried. I really did. I did not want to freaking pop a cork today on some freaking dumb shit. But that just... That's just more than I can handle. I mean, come on. Okay, that one can come over. We can do this right here. That's just, that's just oh my God. That'll do it. I'll be like, yep, we're revoking your license to the game. And they probably won't even, they'll fucking piss me off with that shit. They'll revoke my crap. They'll be like, yep, no, we're not letting you play our game anymore. They're going to DCMA me, all kinds of other shit. And then they're going to be like, fuck, I had a goddamn point there. God damn it. That's how frustrated I am. They'll ban me from ever playing a game again or talking about it. I'll be like, DCMA strike me, make me take all of my shit down from the dawn of time of fucking playing this goddamn game. They'll be like, no, nope, you have to take down all your fucking content. We don't authorize you to fucking say shit about our game because we're fucking dweebs. Freaking need our head beat in because you're stupid as fuck. I know it. I wish I could do better. I should do better. Jesus, help me do better. I really try. It's just, that's a core mechanic of your game. And if you're going to test anything, you better be so anal retentive on the core, not even an extra deal, like a core mechanic of your game. That should be so over-tested that it damn near builds itself. Whew, all right. Hey, for those of you who don't know, who aren't already followers, and T-Mont, are you fucking kidding me? You use 5 rails for everything and it works perfectly? I call bullshit. Because if we've got fucked up 3 rails, there is no way. Okay. Man, you're a dick. Fucking wind me up even more. I know, you assholes find this shit funny. I got it. Fucking buttholes. I don't know if what we have, if we can run. I wonder if I should T-rail this right here and... Oh, shit. I didn't even fucking... Oh, my God. Woo. Get out of there. You. Right here. Right there. You. figure out how the fuck you're gonna connect there some goddamn fucking doofus freaking way, because fuck doing it the right way. Freaking assholes. Seriously, I put it at the base and it fucking does a better job. Well, so we were trying to find a way to take advantage of that. We really were. Back in the earlier part of it, we were trying to look at a way to use it to increase the amount of stuff that you can put on a single rail system, and so on this save shit right here, Jesus, it yeah, this is gonna, man, there's other rail spots where this would be really great. Like, we were trying to find a way to say, in the earlier game, when you're trying to do pure nodes put out at 200 and, no, 122 or 480. Pure nodes put out at 480. And you can't, for most of the early access game, you can't do 480. It's not there. So we were trying to find a way of taking what comes out of it and splitting it into a 3 rail, and then running 3 rails, knowing it's exactly the same item right out of there, but you still have the same bottleneck of only using a tier 2 rail to connect from the excavator to the rail line, so you don't get any benefit from it. Trying to do that, you're still screwed. So it's just yeah, even at this rate, we over engineered so far. We got so much extra here. I could probably, can I find it? Because I've got, let me hit the map here. Let's see. We have some iron right here. With tier 3 rails, we could take some of this iron and just run it right across the back of this, and bring it right into the back of this thing and use everything that we have. It travels a little further, but we could keep it on a rail and not have to worry about it traveling. Yeah, I said iron. Son of a bitch. Because only a jackass freaking calls something that everybody's used to calling copper and freaking iron, turns it into freaking titanium and wolfram. Like, what the fuck is wolfram? Oh, freaking stupid ass. Every other freaking game, you have to make titanium, and you start with iron, and you start with copper. But no, the group who can't even get the most basic piece of their shit tested right has to come up with titanium and wolfram, because somehow that makes it fucking better. I'm going to go get a beer and then get ready for 7 Days to Die. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my TED Talk, and or that is my TED Talk on stupidity in testing in video games. If you want any of the clips, yeah, great. Join the Discord, and you can get them there. Because outside of that, I'm not posting that shit. I'm going to put them on the Discord for your personal fun and entertainment. Yeah, that's too far away. We might as well fly it in. That's a long way to freaking send that shit. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what up? That's StarRupture, late game where you're at, and it is frustrating as shit with tier 3 rails. But outside of that, you saw some of the. We learned how to do where we could make three levels to build on, which we will probably use tomorrow. Tomorrow, noon Eastern. Noon Eastern. Safirio, Larry, and another streamer over on Twitch called Kanam Grinder is going to join us, and the four of us are going to tackle StarRupture all at the same time. Yes, 3 levels, Ed. 3 levels. We learned something new. So there'll be 4 of us attacking it all at exactly the same time. It's going to be some fun. It's going to be chaos. We're going to see how fast, how many levels we can get through. Currently, we're aiming between 3 to 4 hours, probably maximum, for tomorrow's daytime stream, starting noon Eastern. You're going to have 4 people. We're going to jump in here. I'll be streaming it. I'm fairly certain Kanam will be streaming it as well. I don't know if Safirio or Larry will stream it, but you will be able to hear everybody's voice. Everybody's going to be in Discord. And I'll be pushing it out through my stuff, and we'll see what we can do. It's going to be a lot of fun. All of these guys know how to play the game. All of them are pretty experienced in the game. We've all been playing pretty much single player, and so now we're going to jump in there and do 4 of us all at the same time. It's going to be chaos, I guarantee you. But it's going to be fun, and we're going to see how far and how fast we can push this game when you have 4 people all building and working together to create the items to get through the corporate levels as quickly as possible. I think we're going to jump through the early game stuff probably pretty fast. The first 3-4 levels is going to be easy. Most of us have tested it. You can get through the first 4, maybe 5 levels of corporate by yourself in about 3 hours. That's by yourself. We're going to put 4 people in there, and everybody's going to be working towards it. So I think we're going to get through it in probably a half hour. We have done some pre-planning so that we could organize it just a little bit and not be standing on top of each other doing the same thing. And so it's going to be a good time. We're going to have fun, a lot of jokes, a lot of business, and I don't know, maybe you'll see me crack out again. But hey, we're doing 1,000 followers on TikTok giveaway. Twitch will be 500, YouTube's 500, but $60 or less giveaway as soon as we hit 1,000 followers. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back in about 15 minutes with 7 Days to Die. And if you know anything about our 7 Days to Die events, they're worth hanging out. A lot of fun. So we will catch all of you either on the stream at 7 Days to Die in 50 minutes, or we'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully, at noon Eastern. Look forward to seeing y'all again, talking to y'all again, and catch you guys a little bit later.